I hope this is on. There's always such a delay. So hello, everyone. If you happen
Have you
to,
been feeling sad most
oh,
of the time, losing interest in things you once cared
okay.
about? You may.
Let me mute myself. All right, so it looks like I'm on because I just heard a commercial through my speaker. Lo siento, it's been a minute. So hello, everyone, and welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are absolutely welcome here. Guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. Happy full moon in Capricorn. Whew, the energy out there is something else. So, hey, Anna, thank you so much for joining. You can see and hear me. Thank you, my love. Well, this is great news. So, really quick, before we get started, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Rose Forever. And many of you already have seen, they sent me this lovely box of preserved roses that smell divine. This is a very chic gift. There is a coupon code that lasts through, I think it's August 30th. That'll give you $20 off. And this is the lilac bundle. So I'm just going to kind of put that up there so you guys can see it. These are real preserved roses, and it came at the best time. And I can't say enough about it. This box is literally, it's a velvet box. I have it kind of jammed in there because I wanted to, but it reads Rose Forever here. And honestly, these people were watching the downfall of my Monstera plant that you all know used to be here and fill quite the space. Well, unfortunately, Angela is still in rehab, and now we're going through it. But in the meantime, this was sent to me at a perfect time where I needed to find some peace in my life. And that's what these roses brought me, some peace and some joy. So I would highly suggest, if you are looking to give somebody a gift, instead of sending them perhaps the real bouquet that's alive for about a week or two that costs even more than this would. And honestly, the delivery charges, all of that, when you add that up together, it is an enormous expense. And as a mom and as a woman, I really enjoy looking at something like this for the long haul. And they're already preserved. They smell amazing. They come in a variety of colors. And I really say that this is a win. So I highly suggest them. All right, so I hope everyone is doing well. I know that many of you have reached out to me because I had put out some information last night about the horrible therapist that has been involved in my life, and I thank you everyone for your comments and your emails. I can't say enough about how important this community is to me. And before I get started, because I'm just waiting for the room to fill in. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I will get started on the reading here in just 1 second, but I do have some things to say. And if you're watching the replay, I'll have it chaptered, and you can go ahead and skip to the reading if you prefer. But just like everyone else, there's real life stuff happening in my world. And I did get some comments, and there's one particular that I wanted to address, which was just so touching. Many of you said, hey, Stasi, you don't need to talk to anyone else. And, you're your own therapist. You're my best therapist and all the support in the world. And then someone was like, you don't need a therapist. Your life is totally together. What an endearing comment. It goes to show you can't believe everything on the internet, right? I go through a great deal before I get on, which is why sometimes it's debilitating, right? I mean, just putting on makeup and a nice dress and all the things can take all the energy out of me, plus the reading, right? So just to say that people everywhere are going through something, and don't place anyone on a pedestal, right? As much as it's appreciated, I'm human just like you, believe me. All right. Enough about that. Thank you again for all your time and energy. It is the full moon in Capricorn, and for Scorpio risings, they're going to feel it the most. Scorpio, also sun, going to feel it. It's in our 3rd house, short trips, communications, travel, all the things. I did address that in last week's reading, but since it's the full moon, I just thought I'd shout it out again. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath and take a look at the space around you, Scorpio. Be grateful for everything that you have been blessed with, even the dramas and the traumas. They are there to teach you a lesson. And I say that from experience, right? There is something to learn, something to be curious about, something to investigate each and every time you are at a crossroad, and actually each and every day. So the best way to combat the low vibes, gratitude, and dance it out. Go get involved in something artistic, write about it. Oh, child, paint about it. Oh, create about it. So this reads number 4, caterpillar opportunity. And I do feel that there is quite a bit of opportunity headed towards Scorpio, because we are investigators, we are truth seekers, and we continue to look under every rock, right? Scorpios are very inclusive by nature, in my opinion. And maybe not all Scorpios, right? That's not going to apply to everybody. I mean, if you're an asshole, you're an asshole. But for the most part, we are definitely seekers of truth, seekers of light, and we are inclusive versus divisive. So I feel like if this is a time where you are building something that brings people together, a community, a digital product, an empire, whatever it is, keep going. Because while it will evolve and change and morph very much like Scorpio does, you're going to know which way to go, right? You're going to understand intuitively the next steps ahead. I'm also been getting this energy of, because I pulled cards before this reading when I was praying, and I had cards coming through for building boundaries, pardon me, for building boundaries, and also for traveling. So we're going to get through that, because it was actually the 7 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, and it was the Chariot card. So it was 737. So that number might mean something to someone. Here we have Whale Song resonating, and guess what freaking number it is? You guessed it. It's 61. 61 reduces to 7. So 7 is about a higher learning. It's God's number, and it's also a lucky number. But there is here opportunity for higher learning. You may be called to, well, hold on. This reads Spirit of the River, movement towards adventure, very much like that 3 of Wands, huh? So this is 5. And 5 is a number of change, adventure, as the card reads. Shaking shit up. And you might be very much like me, a person who's shining the light on something, right? Blowing the lid off of something where someone's been trying to get away with it. It doesn't work out for them, right? So whoever, let me say this. Whatever you are involved in, if you're in a position where you have been protecting someone or in hiding, unable to speak your truth, the energy is here where it's going to be, it's happening, right? You're not going to be able to do much about it. You're going to step forward. That's the best thing I can say. And I'm living proof of that. No matter how uncomfortable it is, some things just really need to be brought to the surface. So let's see. Hello, everyone. Hello, Anthony. Good afternoon. Donald, thank you so much for joining. Genevieve, my love. Hello. Oh, Mom. Hi, Mom. Genevieve's mom has been healing and recovering, so I would just love it if everyone here watching this could just take a moment and wish her all the healing and love and guidance and comfort. So hail to Genevieve's mom. We wish you all the best, my love. Thank you for watching. Anna, 7 life path. Anna, you're a 7. I'm a 7. My mother was a 7 and my grandmother was a 7. Yes, ma'am. So we have a history of priestesses in my family, and here I come. Woo, 4 of Cups coming through, which is interesting because the first number we pulled was a 4, and Spirit saying, you know what? Stop being upset about the BS. Stop having your head here, because opportunity is knocking at your door. It's time to turn around, right? Where you place your energy, right, is where things start to manifest. So if you are revisiting retrograde energy. If you are revisiting a drama, a trauma, something difficult, right? Or you are feeling like that is it, I'm not putting up with XYZ anymore. Make sure that you're alchemizing the energy to work for you. Don't just be sitting around complaining and sad and in the low vibes, because that will actually hurt you, Scorpio. You have to take the experience and alchemize it in your favor somehow. And trust when I tell you that the downloads will come. You will know what to do next. You have to ask for the guidance, and it will happen. Right? So let's keep going. Tell me more. What can Scorpio... Okay. Well, I've got the King of Pentacles here. Right on the heels of opportunity, the King of Pentacles is a visionary, longevity, building something long-term, legacy building. Taurus energy comes through, obviously. I feel like opportunities that show themselves to you are going to be perhaps very different than you expected. And coming through with I just keep hearing coming through with opportunities, and I'm seeing I'm seeing a spider plant. Why? I don't know why. I guess because spider plants, they produce so quickly and they're kind of wild looking. So if you know what a spider plant is, you get the idea, right? And if you're not sure what a spider plant is, look it up. They're pretty awesome. They just grow all over the place and quickly. They have pups really quickly. And so that's the energy I'm getting. Like, things are going to happen quickly and it's going to grow legs, because here I also have celebration, 3 of Cups. And for those of you that are going to be traveling here in the next 6 weeks, I would say between now and the next 6 weeks, I think this is going to be very good for Scorpio to get involved in some sort of, like in the company of others. I don't know, that's the best thing I can say. In the company of others, perhaps the 3 of Cups can usually mean like the women in your circle, but not necessarily, right? That's the traditional meaning, but what's traditional nowadays? I've got Judgment and the 9 of Cups showing up. I feel that the true path to freedom for Scorpio is by doing your own thing. I mean, I know that I've been preaching on this for 2-3 years at this point, saying, you know, make that side hustle something worth it. Keep going after what makes you happy. But I promise you that there's a world that exists that is enough, right? And there's something here really pushing for entrepreneurial. Listen, today, Solarpreneur, entrepreneur, go for it. Now's the time, especially if you're doing something, like I said, to bring people together. Like, enough with that. And I posted about this on Instagram. Enough with the angry astrologer energy. Enough with the spiritualist trying to put down other people. Like, do you, right? Because if everyone decided that they were going to follow someone else's path, when would we learn to create for ourselves? When would we advance? You have to follow your instincts. You have to investigate what calls to you. You have to. It's your duty, as a matter of fact, right? It's your will. It's your duty. It's judgment coming through, saying, you know, there's more to investigate, and that's your path to 9 of Cups, freedom, happiness. Oh, I hope everyone is really taking some time for themselves this month as well, just to refresh themselves. So I've got the 4 of Cups. It's being clarified by the 5 of Pentacles. Scorpio, really, I'm feeling like there's some sadness here, potentially. Thinking like, again, and this could just be, I'm trying not to project here, but based on all of the comments and emails that I've gotten, which were so touching, and I've only had a chance to go through some of them, I feel like a lot of us are in the same boat, right? Being burned by someone that we should have been able to trust, promises being broken, feeling like yet another one bites the dust, right? I can't get rid of enough people quick enough. And that's the truth. And I'm not the only one. So comment below. And actually, what I want you guys to comment below, I deserve better. That's it. I deserve better. When you watch this, I want you to keep saying that to yourself. I deserve better, because the universe is not on a budget, Scorpio. Ask for more, make more, create more, and be happy. And more doesn't mean, work yourself to the bone. More just means place your energy where you're going to have a good payout. And payout energetically is so much more important than sometimes the payout monetarily, because money is energy. So there's something here about lifting your head up, knowing that this change leads to the King of Pentacles. Hold on, too much. I love the excitement, guys, but fuck. Sorry, but this, un momento. Tower card comes through with the Knight of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So let me look at this. You may have a shakeup in your place of employment. I have to be honest about that. And it may push you. This isn't going to be for everyone, obviously, but it may push you to take a different offer, go in a different direction, because I've got the Knight of Cups and Spirit wants me to take these two together. This is not necessarily a love reading, but there could be a shakeup in a relationship, for example. Some people are dealing with the Taurus, and that's coming to mind right now. So there could be something here between yourself and a Taurus. You know who you are, and something coming through that brings you to a celebration. So a court case could be coming through, and very specific people are coming to mind. Again, without outing you, you know who I'm speaking to. But yeah, you may have some progress within the next, and I'm hearing 6 weeks, having to do with that Taurus. The Tower card coming out and the Knight of Cups, especially in a legal situation, you may get contact about an offer to call something quits. Basically, this human being here wants you off their ass, and they're probably going to submit an offer. And I'm going to leave it at that. For others, and more than not, it's about where you are employed or outside, one moment, outside sources of income shifting, and then something else coming in to replace that, which they're taking me back to this 4 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles. I have to be honest, like if you were recently let go, or you've just had it at your position, or the sources of income that you had are somehow shaken up, it looks like there's good reason for it. So let's look further. Why the 3 of Cups, please? The Devil card. Sorry, I'm taking this because he flew out, but Capricorn, full moon in Capricorn today. Phew, what is this? With the 9 of Swords. I think you're celebrating because something actually comes to the end. Like you are gaining momentum where you have been having a lot of sleepless nights, where you have been in a depression. And with this Devil energy, it's feeling like Scorpio has been very focused on releasing what doesn't serve them. Many of you may have recently released addictions, or change something in your diet, which has completely changed the energy in your body. There's a lot of need here for health. I'm feeling like focusing on eating better, drinking more water. A lot of people are eliminating alcohol, eliminating the weed, eliminating the drugs, right? Whether they're prescribed or not. That's something that's happening. And I feel it's because the collective vibration is rising. And so look, take it or leave it, because I'm a supporter of anyone who has a belief in anything at this point, right? It's a lot easier to deal with people that have some sort of faith than people who just are closed off completely. So I feel like as we are ascending, it's going to become very clear. Your social circle changes. Where you put up with things, you no longer will. When you used to find comfort in ingesting things that don't serve you. And I always say, for us Scorpios, the sexting, the texting, the constant, looking for validation, whether you want to admit it or not. It's not even about validation. Let me cancel that. We're not looking for validation, but many of us we like this energy. It's just part of our house. We just like it. We like all the things. And so sometimes there is comfort in that because it's accessible and it's there. And I would say that Scorpio is starting to say, no, I deserve better than that. And that's it. I deserve better, right? I deserve better than that. I'm not going to share of myself, my mind, my body, my talents for those people that do not deserve it. And that transition can happen with ease if you ask. Who do you ask? Your angels. Take it or leave it. Your highest self. It doesn't matter to me. Say it out loud. I want it with ease, and the change will happen that way. But that changes are going to happen regardless. So we go from the 5 and 4. Well, we go from this energy of like, you know, shit sucks, to be honest, to like things really coming to a complete head with a new opportunity. And then a release of things that are really taking up too much of your mental energy. I feel like things have been living rent-free in your mind, and you turn that energy around. It doesn't serve you, Scorpio. Hello, Janine. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Remember, comment, I deserve better. The more you say it, the more you believe it, and the more you behave in a way that lets others know I'm not the one. Don't come here with that noise. I stopped listening to other people's BS months ago. And let me tell you, it's quiet around these parts. And I love it. I love it. All right. This is a lot of focusing on Scorpio. And I know that we do that quite well, but this is different. This energy is coming through like there are parts of Scorpio. You know how we are very much like the house could be burning down and we're like, oh, no, I'm fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I've got it. I've been through worse. I think a lifetime of that energy has us in this place of a little bit of discomfort recently and going, you know, what is actually the thing that I need to eliminate? What is it that I've been just saying it's fine, and it's not? So many people, many Scorpios are dealing with exes that are trying to get away with not paying support, not paying their, I mean, I see the emails, guys. 7 of Wands. You know who you are. Build those boundaries. 7 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. We're going to take it just like that. So you build those boundaries, stand up for yourself, right? This is not a time where you just let something go. And I'm not just speaking for myself. This is a collective energy where enough is enough, right? We see it play out on the world stage. We see it. So 7 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is freedom. It's community. But this Ace of Pentacles here is interesting because it's right below that Tower card, the King of Pentacles, and that Knight of Cups. That strong offer I feel is coming through. So let me look further. God, those roses smell so good. It's actually keeping me quite calm. I have to be honest, because oof, guess who? You know, if you don't have a deck of tarot cards, this is your calling. Go get a deck. I mean, there are so many I could suggest. Start with Rider-Waite, but as I'm telling you, justice comes out. Fairness, balance, things come together. Trust me. What's on the other side? Queen of Pentacles. Not only does justice come out, but it's going to pay out. I'm telling you that. One way or another, wherever you've been wronged, karma comes. It does. Also, I feel like Scorpio will be experiencing some solitude. Like I'm getting hermit energy. I'm also feeling this energy, especially because we're still in Cancer season, of like addressing matters of the home. You might be moving to make things more comfortable for you and your family. You may be searching for a different environment that meets your needs now. And for sure, you are walking away from a lot of different players in your game. For real. So, I mean, and it could be your very best friend that you've had for 100 years. It could be that you won't speak to family members again because enough is enough. And that's okay. You have to make decisions for what's best for you because you deserve better, right? We're in this energy of attracting what serves us. And if you have players that are mucking up your energy, they've got to go. 7 of Wands, build those boundaries and build them firmly. Build them firmly. Hold, please. Interesting, because I saw the 6 of Cups a moment ago, but it came out with the 8 of Swords. So let me look at this. You know, that's clarifying the 7 of Wands. The 6 of Cups can usually, you know, people always talk about that somebody from your past, an old lover. Yeah, I mean, it could be. But I kind of think that this is things coming full circle, right? Things coming full circle. And it's coming through with the 8 of Swords, 7 of Wands. Have you been in your head, Scorpio, about having a difficult conversation with somebody because of the relationship you had with them or have with them? If that's the case, Spirit's saying you have to communicate your needs. Even if that is just to say our paths are diverging. You know, you can do all things respectfully, but there's a strong energy of standing up for yourself. I feel very strongly, I have to say this, given that it's the full moon, 3rd house, and that does have to do with siblings. I am getting an energy here that some Scorpios need to keep siblings, family at arm's length for some reason or another. Not you, Genevieve, with mama. But it could be a cousin. It could be somebody else. So I don't know. The point is that kind of came through. Siblings specifically. I'm getting that energy. Like you might have to draw the line or stop being so generous with your funds. Or maybe someone's overstayed their welcome. That energy's coming through. Look here. The Ace of Pentacles is clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. Yes. Oh my God, thank God. Thank God. But this is a new beginning in the material, right? The universe is giving us all of that because we started, come back. We started with the 4 of Cups, right? And what's the 4 of Cups? It's nothing but another Ace of Cups coming through. That's what this is. So that ho-hum energy doesn't serve you. Here comes that Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is coming through with in the central position on top of it all. Ace of Pentacles twice. So definitely new energy coming in for you, Scorpio. And it looks like it's coming through in the financial sector, material sector. Like I said, moving is a high potential. I just got this. This keeps happening. I don't know who the real estate agents are that are watching this, but if you are a real estate agent and I keep hearing, and this has been going on for months, you have to diversify what it is that you do and potentially like hold classes, teach people about money, about the loans, like, right? You have to, you can't just be selling the home. Like there's more here. There's a lot of need for you to diversify your income portfolio. So I'm going to move past that energy respectfully, but like lately getting all the hits for real estate agents. So you're welcome. 4 of Wands is being clarified by the 8 of Pentacles. Scorpio, I feel that your path to freedom is really understanding your craft better, understanding what makes you happy and doing more of it. There's a need here to focus and learn something different. And I think a lot of that has to do with these 2 Ace of Pentacles here, a new opportunity, right? That's come through a few times. Let me get my 1 second. Come through, please. Okay, so whatever new opportunities are headed your way in the next 6 weeks is going to require that you spend additional time focusing and studying and really just like micro focusing on a particular thing. Because if you get a new job, a new opportunity comes your way, it's high level. It's reason for celebration, but it's high level and you want to be prepared. And so your focus goes on that. And also for those of you that are creating anything that are bringing people together, learning more about your platform, learning more about the AI is in place that can assist you. That's going to be a path to freedom. If you are in a relationship currently and that partner is working, there could be disruption to their What am I saying? One moment. There could be a disruption to their livelihood, which may cause a move. And I think that's come up a few times recently as well. So again, I think this is in your favor, Scorpio, but it's going to be about refocusing, rebalancing, especially if you've had this energy here, right? The something looming in the background that you've been worried about. And it could be because you've been protecting something or someone. This might not necessarily be about you. Especially since I said earlier, some people are really going to have to build some boundaries with family members, maybe siblings. It's just the energy that's coming up. It's not going to be for everybody. So again, general reading, take it or leave it. I say it with love and respect, but lots of changes coming through. And it's going to require you to kind of ground your energy and focus on what makes you happy. Seriously. And Scorpios, I say this a lot. Go dance, go sing, go put your thoughts on paper, write it out. Go magic, right? If you're a magical person, go magic. Go light the candles, the altar, go make the incense, like whatever you can create with your hands. Place them in the dirt. Go roll around outside. I'm not kidding. Like, take advantage of the earth energy right now. There's so much going on. And with this full moon in Capricorn, it's definitely going to bring light on the steps that you need to take, right? Capricorn ruled by Saturn. Saturn is the taskmaster, the things that need to happen for you to get to your goals. It's going to become very evident where you need to place your energy, hence that 8 of Pentacles. 8 is a number of creation with limitless possibilities. And I feel like Scorpio is going to be, thank you. I feel like Scorpio is going to be birthing into a new reality, a new timeline shift. Take it or leave it. That timeline shift is going to require you to walk away from so much that brings you comfort, is what I'm hearing. Comfort. It's not comfort. What it has been is stagnant. Excuse me. Oh, whenever I go live, they come through. They want me to go back to the 9 of, where is it? 9 of Swords. One moment. The cloak of comfort. The cloak of comfort. Right there. I know it's a comforter, but hear me out. Cloak of comfort. On this blanket, there are roses and all 12 zodiacal signs, right? All 12 signs are on there. I'm hearing the universe is supporting you, but you've got to get out of your mind. You've got to get out of this mindset that, oh my God, what's going to happen if? Well, what's going to happen? You don't know till you try. And the universe is saying, well, then start trying so you can find out. I literally just heard fuck around and find out. All right. Well, that's my mother. Thanks, Mom. If you're new here, welcome home. If you're a returning subscriber, then you know. Temperance coming through. Sagittarius energy healing. Tempering the fire and water within you. The emotions, the drive. What is driving you to heal? What's driving you to heal? What needs to happen next? A balance, a rebalancing, a timeline shift. I just keep seeing the same thing. I actually am getting a vision of, oh, geez, I don't know that most of you will understand this, but back in the day, y'all, when TV was free, remember TV? It was a box. You used to turn it on. No remote, none of that shit. Like aluminum on antennas. God, half of you have no idea. The point is, I'm watching a television old style, like old school, with the snow on it, the white noise, the shh. Remember, it used to say, "Do you know where your children are?" Do you guys remember that? All right, I'm gonna move past it. The point is, there's something here about turning the channel, getting out of that white snow, because right now things are fuzzy. Things are fuzzy. You have to balance. Find the middle ground here between your emotions and what's driving you. Calm down. Hold, please. That's too many. What do we have here? Hey, Tammy. Hello. Hello, JNL. I hope you are feeling well. You didn't get notified. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did put it up earlier. I'm sorry. Guys, if you're not getting notifications, I know that I've heard other YouTubers say to go back to the notification bell, unclick it, and then click it again. And there might have been like a update on YouTube, but I'm sorry. You really should be getting notifications if you're subscribed for them. Lo siento. We'll take this one. Oh, the Sun card. Yes. Sun card, Leo energy, Leo season will be coming here shortly. Am I rushing it? No, Leo season's in like less than a month. So the Sun comes through. 3 of Pentacles. Creating with others. Again, I feel like this is that opportunity we keep talking about, that we keep seeing. Working with other people. Let's see. I don't know. I feel like that message is lacking. Give me one moment. Let me dig deeper and figure out what this is. I just saw the Emperor energy come through. Am I wrong on that? No. Here it is. 6 of Swords, better days ahead. Things are tough right now, but when you follow your intuition, right, you're going to be sailing into smoother waters. Emperor energy comes through, Aries energy. Like I said, this is the time to take action. Like I'm seeing 8 of wands in my mind, so let's see what happens next. Like I'm getting, I just saw the things my guides show me. So I just saw like a NASCAR, and I heard beep, 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 and I'm getting the flags. Go, go, go. If you're building a digital product, I can't say it enough. If you're building digital products, if you're making clothing, you know who you are. If you are, building a makeup brand, you know who you are. These things are taking off. You've got to get out of your head. And actually, don't be afraid to make mistakes, right? We have a couple of creators that watch this channel, and they're being very vulnerable about their process and what they're building. And I mean, I think that's what's human. That's what's real right now. That's why I said earlier that you can't just go off of what you see on the internet. And I'm so grateful that I'm presenting as someone who has it all together. But I'm quite frankly, shit, I'm in the same boat, right? This is life. This is something else. So, just if you have to be vulnerable, be vulnerable. If you're going to make mistakes, so what? Right? So what? I've been on this channel, and I one time in the very beginning was using ChatGPT to help me with some astrology thing I was putting out, and it had me a year. Remember back in the day, ChatGPT was like a year behind. Oh my God, it was embarrassing. And then I just had to laugh about it after a gazillion people watched it. And I was like, oh, well, and I took down the video, and lesson learned. Things happen, right? You stumble, but your audience, your people, your real deal community is happy to watch you grow. And that's something I've learned. So I always say this, don't let perfection be the enemy of progress, but it's also okay to be vulnerable, right? And what's crazy is it's so much easier sometimes to be vulnerable with quote unquote strangers than it is with people that you actually know. So do what's best for you. That's what I'm hearing. Hey, Angela. Yes, please hit that like button, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. The more you interact with this video, it will let others know that this is on. And again, don't forget to comment, I deserve better. Now, because this is live, what I'm not going to be doing is a winner from last week's reading, but I will do a live reading for whoever is on when this is over, right? I'll pick somebody just fair and square from the chat, and I'll do a free little live mini reading. Because I miss you guys, and you can't imagine. You guys really keep me going. It was very difficult for me to come on today, and it all in the last couple of weeks for all the reasons I've mentioned before. It's been an experience. Okay. So we had the Ace of Pentacles clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. Do you see these cards? Okay. So Temperance being clarified by the Hanged Man, or the Hanged One, as I like to say. And then the Sun card, shut up, being clarified by the Sun card. I needed that, so did you. And then we have the Hierophant with the 3 of Pentacles. All right. So Oh, the Hierophant with the Three of Pentacles, Taurus again. Hold on. I feel like there could be this need here. This is actually screaming therapy. So give me 1 second. Let me stay right there. All right. So Temperance with the Hanged Man, the Hanged Human, whatever. Healing. Oh, I get it. Sorry. I'm sorry. My spirit guides just woke me up. Here we go. Temperance. Healing. Look at your healing modalities differently. Okay. And I'm not projecting, although it feels like I am because I'm having a therapist issue. This is saying that that 9 of Swords energy that we were talking about before, like the sleepless nights and wondering, like, is this going to be okay? Is money going to be okay? Can I still stay here? What happens if I speak against this person? Blah, 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 blah. All of that. It says, hey, look, take another look at this. This is cathartic for you. This is healing. And yes, you need to temper your emotions, but you need to look at things differently from a different perspective. Like, why is this happening for you? For me, it was to learn boundaries, to speak up sooner, and to know that I am worthy of all the things I desire. And that I'm strong enough to walk away. And I feel like that's what the universe is saying. Like, you are enough. You're strong enough. You're wise enough, right? Look at things differently. What has recent events been here to show you? And how can you handle it to serve you? The Hanged One is upside down from the Tree of Knowledge. And this is a very uncomfortable position. But as you can see, this position has gained this human being enlightenment. You see this crown here. And you also see that this person is shaped in the number 4. 4 is a number of foundation. And you can't build a new environment on a shaky foundation. So take pause. Whatever changes are happening in your life, no matter how upsetting they may be, there is a reason for it. And like I said before, energies are diverging. They are. Take it or leave it, but you have to notice that around you. There's no possible way. Like, I barely tune into the outside world because for me, it's just not my thing. But in the rare times I do, I can see the divisiveness. I can see the angry people out there. I can see like all of these things, and I just turn that off. And then on the next thing, I see happiness and people exploring their gifts and people choosing to rise above all the BS. And that's where I want to be. So I spend more time on that side of the world. And I feel like that's what's happening here. You know, you can turn off the ugly and you can put more of your energy towards things that will serve your development, even if that development means blowing up something that used to bring you comfort. That's all I keep seeing is like false comfort. Oh my goodness. I just heard oh, geez, hold on. Let me just get this together. Lo siento. Here they're coming through. I just heard it's been lies. It's been a comfort of lies. And deep down, I think that there are many people who understood the assignment while it was happening, while the discomfort was going on, but hopeful that over time things would just settle. And that is not the case. The universe says, no, you were right all along. It's time to emerge from this situation as someone new, someone stronger. So the Sun card twice, I feel like big developments coming through in August. I really feel that strongly. I feel like Leo season's going to be, I love Leo season. I'm a Leo rising, but I mean, I love Leo season. Not so much Cancer season. I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me. I'm a Cancer rising this year, actually, for my solar return. So I'm trying to lean into it, y'all, but oh, Cancer energy. If you know, you know. So the Sun card twice, I feel like a lot of support for changes, big changes, big changes. Gosh. And then with the Hierophant, with the 3 of Pentacles, this just screams therapy, right? Like the Hierophant is someone that you go to for spiritual learning. It's really like the Pope energy, priest energy, and a third person, right? And this is on both cards, 3 people. You see that? These 2 people here seeing the Hierophant, and then you've got these 2 people creating This is the material, Taurus energy. Many Scorpios are going to be drawn to a new faith and looking for answers in non-traditional means. Exploring new ideas. And from that, pivoting. I just got pregnancy vibes, which has nothing to do with anything, any card on here, but I just heard a pregnancy in September. So if you're trying, that could be for you. And if you're not trying and you're active and all the things and, you know, whoopsie, September. So don't whoopsie. Be careful. You know who you are. All right. Let's see. I also, before I get to the free mini read, I want to pull a couple of cards from the financial deck. And then I also bought a new deck. It's called the Audacity deck. You see that? The Audacity deck. Because the audacity of most human beings is beyond me. And so I thought, instead of just constantly saying that, I would just get a deck that says it for me. So hold please while we dig into that. All right. So let's look at the financials. Let's look at the financials because I saw two aces of pentacles, one on top of the other. We have the sun card coming. Why are they so aggressive? Do you guys remember that cheer? Be aggressive, B-E, aggressive, B-E-A-G-G-R-E-S-S-G. Sorry, it's the only way I knew how to spell aggressive back in the day. And I was not a cheerleader. Nope, but I thought they were all kind of cute. Whatever. All right, let's see. Who's there? Irene. Hey, Irene. How are you, my love? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, Anna says. And I agree with Anna. And remember, I deserve better. I found out, what is Jane? I found out my 15-year-old cat, Shadow, has mammary cancer. I have curable lung cancer myself, but Shadow isn't as lucky. I'm having surgery in August, then I'm supposed to be cured. You know, my love, I wish you all the best. And I want to point this out because you know how I'm honest and I love you. We talked about this last time. Release the stuff that has you in the ick so that it is the most successful it can be. And I say that with love. And I wish your cat all the best as well. But may whatever happens next happen with ease and comfort. And may you each be surrounded by white, glowing, beautiful light of love. All right. So this reads, unfolding access to greater prosperity is opening up for you slowly. You are growing as you learn more and keep expanding. And that is exactly what that reading said earlier, right? With the reading said earlier, we had the two Ace of Pentacles, one on top of the other, but then that was immediately followed by the Eight of Pentacles, right? And then we had the Three of Pentacles. And we have the, what, did we have the Four of, no, I don't know, all these Pentacles. And I feel like that's what that Tower card's about as well. Like a switch up in the financials is definitely happening. But the way this looks, you have to trust that you can make more and do more and create more when you release this ick, like this low vibing stuff that's been holding you back. And I feel like imposter syndrome comes through, like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if it's safe. What's going to happen if, and again, what's going to happen? What's going to happen if you stay? The same thing that's been happening. And what that drama's over, right? Time to switch the channel. So looking, it's okay to look for better work. Be discreet in your search. You need to be aligned with your life purpose to be fully satisfied. I could cry. That's exactly what I've been trying to say. Thank you for saying it better. You need to be aligned. Hear me out. You need. It's not like you should. Maybe it's time. Not maybe. You need to be. You need to be aligned with your life's purpose to be completely satisfied. Comment, I deserve better. And how do we get better? How do we get that 8 of Cups energy where you're worth the exploration? You have to believe it. Release the 9 of Swords. Step into that Ace of Pentacles. Know that that Sun energy is coming through twice. Ace of Pentacles coming through twice. You have to be ready to receive it. Be the loving receptacle, right? Then we have cultivation. You are in the growing phase right now, and you must continue to water these seeds. You are the seed. You must water yourself. Water yourself. That sounds, I'm going to leave that alone. Okay, so water the seeds you have planted in order to reap the rewards. So we've got looking, unfolding, and cultivation. And what's funny is both of these cards over here have plant energy. It's Capricorn, full moon, earth energy right there, right? So again, go outside. Go outside and go look at the beauty of nature. Have you ever seen a rose? Consider if it's beautiful enough when it's next to a different color. No. Have you ever seen a plant say, oh, I don't know if I can grow today? No, each day the sun comes out and they figure it out, right? And I think that's where we are now. It may take time. You may have to water yourself, right? But you've planted seeds of intention each and every month, especially if you've been watching this channel. Each month we plant seeds of intention and we'll release what doesn't serve us. And we do it like clockwork for the last 3 years. So comment below that you deserve better and start planting those seeds. Now, it is the full moon. So the full moon isn't necessarily the time to plant seeds, but it is the time to release the things to make room for what it is that you truly desire. And that's the way it goes, right? And there's no wrong way to magic. There isn't. You just have to have the intention, right? The intention that you can and that you will. So I hope that makes sense. And now we're going to look at the Audacity deck. This deck has one card in it that it's the whole reason I bought the deck. It's called the 0 of Fucks. And that just spoke to me. Yes. So I will, I believe this deck might be in my YouTube shop, but if not, I'll link it. I think it's called the Piney Torch. The Pine Torch. They're on Instagram. So, and I'm trying to, I think I got this deck off Etsy, actually. So I don't know that I can link it, but I will try. All right, let me focus. That's too many. All right, show me the advice for Scorpio for the next 2 weeks. What Scorpio need to do for the next 2 weeks? Let's see what we got. This is my very first time using this card, so hold on. Interesting. I got the Strength card, which is Leo energy in a regular deck, but in this deck is number 7. Interesting. So another number 7 coming through. Look at this card, though. It's beautiful. So Strength card coming through. So facing your demons, facing your fears. In this particular deck, and again, never used them before, but this is a very intuitive deck. You know, this person has 2 crescent moons on either side. Roses are on this deck. Roses. And they're taming the lion. And I feel like with these 2 crescent moons, right, the way she's holding this lion, like almost looks like the lion's in a headlock, right? But it's actually quite loving, like, I have you, right? Tame your fears, and that's how you win. And again, 7 is a number of higher learning. What do you learn about yourself when you face your fears? Devil energy, Capricorn energy coming through. Again, what do you learn about yourself? Why did those false comforts bring you comfort? What were you escaping from? And that's the energy that rises to the top. I'm actually looking at a cup of espresso. No, that's not espresso. No, I'm looking at a latte because I'm seeing that foam on the top. And I just saw the universe put a heart in the foam. Odd, okay? But that's what I'm seeing. And it's like, there's support here for you, but you've got to tame your fears with love, right? You can't be afraid of parts of yourself. It doesn't serve you. This also reads, what's next? Oh, shit. I already know. This reads the fiddle leaf fig. Child, I don't even need to tell you. Let me see what number this is. 10, 20, 30. Un momento. Yes, we are at that stage, not a word. All right. The fiddle leaf fig, 10, 20, 30. This is number 32. 32 reduces to 5. Now, let me see, just out of curiosity, how many leaves are on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 leaves on this fiddle leaf fig. Fiddle leaf figs, they're beautiful, right? Everybody wants one. You ever had a fiddle leaf? It's like that monstera that just, right? They're temperamental. They can be hard to take care of. And they're very particular about their environment. And let's see here. Here I've got the High Priestess showing up. And in this deck, this is 10, 20, 5, 6, 26. 26, 2 plus 6 reduces to 8. So I feel like follow your intuition. 8, 8th house, mysteries, Scorpio. One moment. Lean into the magic, whatever that looks like for you. You will be exploring. What is that? I just saw all the things I like. I just saw a Ouija board, an astrology wheel. I saw all the occult things, all of it. All the books. Oh, sorry. In this card, this person's in the tub. It looks like they're probably smoking a joint, which is just fine. Do you? But do you in moderation. Don't make it a devil energy. I mean, I guess it could be a cigarette, but I don't endorse that shit. Hold on. I don't know. Who knows? But she's in it. It looks like she's probably taking an herbal bath. So I feel like the advice here is like lean into the mysteries, and not just the occult mysteries, the mysteries of you, right? What's the mystery of you? All the things you've been running away from, all the things that you've been numbing out. And I want to look up fiddle leaf fig. One moment, because that one's not as obvious, except for me. It says that, dear Lord, hold please. Comment below, I deserve better. Dear Lords. All right, fiddle leaf fig, 32. This is the cutest little book too, I'm telling you. All right. I want to do this card justice. This reads, the fiddle leaf fig, nothing, and I mean nothing, is as futile as the fiddle leaf fig. True story. Your message, I could laugh right now because I'm literally been talking about this devil energy and giving up stuff. Watch this. This reads, give it up. Regardless of your boho woven planter basket, your fiddle leaf fig will die a slow and painful death, leaf by leaf, until you're left with nothing but a crispy stub and an $89 hole in your pocket. Despite your best intentions, strict watering schedule, fertilizer, dustiful misting, and perfectly positioned grow light, it ain't happening. Let it go. Be free of the fig, Scorpio. Find a low maintenance or plastic plant to satiate your black thumb. I needed that today. I did. Don't be a fiddle leaf. Give it up. Give up the sexting, the texting, the sharing, the oversharing, maybe you're hitting the weed too hard. Like, I don't know. I don't know what you got going on, but we all have something, right? Lean into it. Understand why there's a part of your inside psyche that believes or has allowed a particular thing to go on and on and on. And when you look at it and you feed that screaming toddler in the corner with a little bit of love and understanding, it won't be so loud. And you can say, listen, kid, like you're part of me, relax, relax, let's work together. And that's where you find that temperance energy to be the most helpful. So, all right, Scorpio, lastly, before I get into picking someone for a little mini read, I'm going to get these cards out of the way. I want to pull a manifestation card. So what can we manifest? We're not going to do shadow work today. I think the shadow work was all about releasing some ick, right? Leaning into our strengths. I love that the Ace of Pentacles was clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. I love that the Star card, no, although I did see the Star card in my mind, wish granted, but that the Ace of Pentacles was being clarified by another Ace of Pentacles. And that really gives hope, right? That there is this Four of Wands here. And I feel like also new community, new friends are coming in to your world. That comes through. Like, I just heard that a whole new world. Oh God, I don't even know what Disney, that's Disney, isn't it? I don't know, guys. You'd think I would know things like that, having a kid and all. We're Scorpios. I don't know. I think we watch more horror. I don't I think that's really what we did. Is that bad? I mean, oh, okay, I'm gonna let it go. So who else is on there? What? Oh, I've been hitting it hard. Oh, geez. I don't want to know. Don't tell me. No, I don't care. Let's see what's this. Sky 777. Hey, Sky. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. All right, what is Sam? Oh my God, I love your readers. Where did you get them? Do you really want to know where I got these? I will tell you, because I, for the first time in my life, bought some readers because I haven't been to the eye doctor in a hot second because I've had other things going on. And I recognized that I couldn't read some of the stuff I'm studying. So my Eight of Pentacles was going to shit. And so I walked into, you heard it here first, Target. And I can't see anything looking there, right? I mean, it's painful because there's the camera up there. But if I'm looking at something I'm reading, I can really, really see it. But I can't do anything past read it. So I guess maybe that's what readers are all about. You use them just to read. But oh, the dizziness if I even move my eyes off the page. But they work for what I need them for, which is reading the small print on some of these. It started really with this deck over here. I love this deck, but I could not read a thing it would say on the bottom. So I didn't use them during my readings, which kind of sucked. All right. Enough about that. Let's see. What else do we have? You guys are the best. Hello. Yes, I deserve better. Say it. I've been dreaming of moving to Florida. Oh, Elizabeth, you've been thinking about moving to Florida? That's crossed my mind a few times too. I've got several like subscribers and people that I've met online since I started this channel that live in Florida. There's one of our subscribers, her name's Stephanie Suskind. She's on Instagram and she's like, oh my God, she's creating all kinds of stuff and I'm loving it. She lives in Miami and she's actually one of the channel members, which is a way that you can support me, by the way. You could become a member. You could get a reading off my channel at Stars with Stasi. It's a Zoom reading and I would love to work with each and every one of you. There's so many ways, buy a t-shirt, whatever you want. Doesn't matter to me. I just being online with me during my own hardships, because I went live out of nowhere today, is more than you could know. And again, for everyone who sent me messages and emails and all the things, thank you. I promise at some of you guys. All right. So also, as we speak about opportunities, Scorpio, big things are actually coming in my world, and I had to put some projects on hold because of my health. But with luck and the right opportunities, I will be talking more about the Tarot Architect, and I can't wait to get involved in that with Mr. Duquette. So we will see how that goes. All right. Here we go. Manifest. When I'm tuned into the energy of abundance, I become abundant. So thoughts become things, right? When you tune into the energy of abundance, you become abundant, but you already are abundant. You really are the magician. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to pull this card right here. This is from the Ceremonial Tarot deck, right? Another deck by Mr. Duquette. And this is the Magician, the Magus. Has everything they need within them to create the world that they want to live in, to be what they want to be. It's everything you already need is within you. All the secrets of the mystery, all of it. All of it's already there. Tune into that. Tune into your strengths and get curious. This is so important. Whatever rises up for you in this next couple years, but especially, I mean, true, we're in the next few years, things are going to go, I can't wait. It's going to get crazy if you tune into crazy, but it's going to be super exciting if you tune into super exciting. And that's my point. There's always going to be some crap out there that you can tune into, some low vibrational political shit. It's never going to stop unless you stop it. And how do you stop it? Stop feeding that beast, right? There's so much going on that if you choose to tune into that, it will eat you alive. Take control of your life because you deserve better. And tune into what makes me happy, what makes me thrive. Queen of Pentacles energy. How can my home be more stable? If people got to go, they got to go. I mean, listen, take it or leave it, Scorpio, but if you don't put your oxygen mask on first, you're slightly effed. For real. All right, so let me find my witches deck. Where is it? Here we go. All right, I'm going to scroll here and just see. I don't necessarily want hot. What does this say? I don't necessarily want hot. I don't want cold. I want it to be that person wearing shorts when it's in the 50s. Let me tell you what, at this point, I don't know what I'm going through. Well, I think I do know what I'm going through, but no matter what the temperature is, there's a big ass fan right here blowing right on me. But it's actually quite warm in my upstairs. Quite warm. All right. So Florida has a lot of sinkholes to swim in. Jeez. All right. So let's see. Sky, are you still on here? I'm going to wait and see. Sky, if you are still on here, let me know. Just give me a quick comment. I know there's a little bit of lag. Let's see. So who else is on here? E. Johnson, born in Florida and moved. What does this read? Wait, I missed it. E. Johnson, born in Florida and moved last century to the great old West, Wisconsin. You know, I've heard a few people talk about how amazing Wisconsin is. It would have never crossed my mind, but I have heard that from several people. All right. Sky, are you still on? Oh my God, you are speaking to me in the politics. Yeah, politics are the worst. Hello, Julie. Hello, hello. All right, last call for Sky. 1, 2, 3. All right, next. Let's see. Elizabeth, we're going to do you. Elizabeth Van der Ham. Did I say that right? All right, Elizabeth, are you on there? Hey, Irene. All right, so Elizabeth, we're going to do a little mini read for you. Let's go. Guys, also don't forget to check out the poll if you haven't done so already. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give it a couple of seconds here. Hey, Anna. Let's see. Stasi, do you know anyone that does mediumship mentoring? Was that a hint? Was that a hint, Anna? Do you need, we'll talk later. Are you looking, Anna, for a mediumship mentor? Here's the thing. While I don't offer certain things out there, I would work with people one-on-one. Do I know someone other than myself? I don't leave the house much. I do know a group of magicians. I could probably see who they know and if they are taking on anyone. And I will happily look for you because I think that it is important that you explore your gifts. I can also, offline, I can talk to you and kind of start pointing you in some directions of good resources and some things that you could do to practice. But there is a lot I would suggest doing, like building a place of safety for yourself and learning good boundaries. It's complicated, right? Because at that point you're inviting spirit energy to come through, and that can be challenging. So, But I will definitely look and see what I can find for you. Absolutely. All right. You would like to learn from me. I love you. All right. Oh, Sky is here. All right, Sky. All right. So we're going to do Sky and then we're going to do Elizabeth because guess what? I called you both. All right. So let's do Sky first since she was the first one, or they. I'm not sure. So hold, please. All right. Elizabeth, I'll get to you also. All right. Let me clear this energy. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, interdimensional beings overseeing this act. Thank you of divination for Sky. Thank you. That's interesting. Four of Cups, same first card that came up the first time. This is a different deck. Four of Cups, King of Wands. One moment, Sky. Sky, if I don't know if this is accurate for you, King of Wands could be someone that you used to know. You know, could be a masculine fire sign. It could be I don't know. This kind of reads like you're lamenting about a past person. If that's the case, I feel like something absolutely new is coming into your life with the Four of Cups. And the King of Wands can also just be about your vision, your drive, right? It could be that you have taken a turn of events, like this whole reading was about, right? So there's something here about you thinking about the past and being a little sad that something didn't work out. It wasn't what you thought. It was exciting, but it kind of, and I'm seeing like a, I just heard failure to launch. If that's about a guy, I'm so sorry. Because that was a movie and, well, we're going to get past it. All right, so. Let's see. Hey, Susie. Yes, I deserve better. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that is a delay. It is a delay on the between what I say and when I see you guys. All right, so Four of Cups, King of Wands. You guys, I swear, if this wasn't recorded, I'd be gaslighting myself that there's no way this happened. So when we started this reading, and Sky, I don't know if you saw the very beginning, the very first two cards were Four of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Sure as shit, Four of Cups, Five of Pentacles. You gotta be kidding me. All right, so that's the whole reading I just did coming up for you again. So basically, Four of Cups, Five of Pentacles. There's a shakeup going, and you know there's this feeling of maybe feeling a little bit left out or like the black sheep in a situation. And are you going through a breakup? Because I've got the Queen of Cups and the King of Wands, and this is going to be like the biggest delay. But if you could let me know if this is romantic, because here I have, you know, Cancer Leo energy, but you know, a lot of times Queen of Cups could also come through as just a feminine water sign, Scorpio energy perhaps, and the King of Wands is a fire sign, masculine. So I'm not sure if that's what's going on for you, but there is an energy here of wishing something would have turned out differently and feeling let down. Who are all these people? And then I've got the King of Swords, and I also have the Nine of Wands. Yikes. Oh, Sky, I know that you're probably steadily typing 1,000 things, and it's just not coming through yet. So let me just look. Give me 1 second. Lives are fun, but they're a little bit of a challenge. I do see Five of Swords as well, so there might have been a war of words because I've got the Nine of Wands. That's like really feeling beat up after the fact and feeling like you need to put some strong boundaries up and that you're ready to go again if somebody comes your way. I feel like, look, I don't know what you're going through, but this really screams like you get away from me. So if somebody, and again, retrograde energy, if somebody, let's say, is trying to re-enter your life after you finally got them out, don't fall for that. King of Swords too, I feel like you might get some information that you've been needing that's going to really make you let somebody have it potentially. Yikes. Is this ringing true for you at all? What else do we have for Skype? Let me just look real quick. So at first I was like, I don't know if I'm on to anything, but then I've got the Page of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. I feel like some really big defining moments are about to happen for you where it makes it that much easier for you to release something that has been a thorn in your side. I'm making all these plant and rose references because I've got this smell of roses coming through, but that's what I heard. A thorn in your side. What else do we have for Sky? What's the advice for all this? 10 of Pentacles. Well, you definitely have a different vibe. I mean, whatever this is doesn't last for long, because if you continue to put up your shields and push this energy that isn't serving you away and stand up for yourself, 10 of Pentacles comes through. So I don't know if you had maybe an interloper in a relationship or some negativity come through, but it seemed enough that I don't know. There's this energy here of protecting your peace. Yeah. Oh, wow. Let me read this, Sky. Hold on. That finally came through. I joined late, so I missed the beginning. I am always the black sheep. And yes, a potential romantic link just ended. Yikes, mama. All right. Hey, Naomi. Hey, Chanel. How you doing, my love? Chanel. I'm always renaming you. Lo siento. Every time. All right, so let's look. All right, so Sky, you are confirming that you had a letdown happen. Don't let this person back in. I feel like, yeah, I feel like they might try, like, oh, I'm sorry, baby. No. This is not the time. Oh, look, and I'll tell you why. Knight of Pentacles, you see that? That's going nowhere. I'm so sorry. I got to be honest. If they come back, it's going nowhere. In the beginning of the reading, when we had those first two cards come out, the Four of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, there was an energy of Six of Cups, where I said somebody might come back from the past and come in your face. That came out wrong. Jesus Christ. And come around again. I'm so embarrassed with what I just said. Comedic relief. The point is, walk away from that. And then this 10 of Pentacles is like, you deserve better. It's what this whole reading's been about. You deserve better. 10 of Pentacles says you can have that, but not when you've got this kind of interloping energy. And I saw the Knight of Wands twice, and usually, excuse me, I need to drink something. Knight of Wands can be like that in and out energy, literally, like the one who's only there for the thing. Yeah, I mean, listen, ain't nothing wrong with that if that's all you want to. Oh my God. And look, Knight of Swords. So I had the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands, the two fastest moving knights in the deck. That's not who you want. And then we had the Knight of Pentacles. I don't know how many people you're dating, but you have options. Jesus. All right, what else do we have for the 10 of Pentacles? I don't know if you're on a dating site or what, but there's a lot of people that keep showing up in your reading. All right. Any advice on this 10 of Pentacles, please? How does she maintain 10 of Pentacles? Or get to that spot? This one? Thank you. Temperance, healing. That was also in the reading earlier. We spent a huge chunk of time talking about temperance. Temperance is about that fire within you and that emotion within you, the water and the fire energy, balancing out what's driving, right? What's driving those emotions? If you think for half a second, oh, I want to get back with so-and-so, why? That's the big one, Scorpio, all Scorpios. Like, what's making you go, yeah, maybe? Because, like, I had that thought. I did. Recently, I literally went, it's so isolating over here and I'm bored and I'm going through changes and I'm like, if only it was just easier. And yeah, I found myself going through the Rolodex of just because and back in the day. And then quickly I was like, no, ew, bad choice. So just remember that it's not the best choice. And don't think about it too much because you'll materialize the same shit again. Trust me. So temperance energy comes through, healing and balancing out your desires, your emotions. And then for you, the answer here, it continues to be balance. You need to find people in your life that allow you to, not even allow you, but just that accept you, right? The way you are, and that you for them, and that there's balance, and that there's an equilibrium, a place of calm is what you need. And you need that. And this is how it comes through. You see how both of these players are balancing emotions against desires, balancing their needs and their wants. I also feel strongly, and I say this all the time, but it came through for you just now. Don't lend out your money for any reason to anybody, because you need to hold on to that. There are changes coming through for you towards the end of August, beginning of September, that will require you to dip into that money that you would be or may have given to someone else. And it's not to say that you are going to be scrapping for your funds. It's just maybe an opportunity of a lifetime. You want to take a trip, you want to take a class, you want to travel, and you want to make sure that you can do so with ease and comfortably. And also, if people do start showing their faces after a while of being gone, it could be because they have ulterior motives. So Sky, I hope that was helpful, and I appreciate your time and energy. So good luck. But yeah, strong boundaries. You deserve better. Don't give into that false comfort. We do it a lot. All right. Hey, Lori. Yes, so on point. Entrepreneur. I make digital oracle and tarot decks. Nice. To print and starting to turn them into physical decks to sell. I love that for you. All right. So let's go back. Elizabeth, it is your turn. All right. Well, immediately, Elizabeth, I see the 7 of Pentacles, and that tells me like you're wondering when XYZ is going to take off. Let's find out more. So, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, interdimensional beings, please give me the highest and best messages for Elizabeth. 1 second, Elizabeth. I'm seeing the strangest things, but I'm just going to tell you. I'm actually looking at what appears to be... I would say this looks like a grandmother's hall table. I don't know. So specific. So, when you walk into, like, back in the day, your grandmom's house, that's the vibe I'm getting, because I'm seeing like a doily on a table, and I'm seeing little knickknacks, and I'm seeing like that white ceramic, I don't know what it is, that pottery that has like the white and the blue. A lot of perhaps you see that in a lot of Greek households, maybe. I'm not sure, but I'm seeing that white and blue patterned pottery or whatever. It's very nice. And again, doily is the word I keep hearing. I'm just looking at that table. I'm not sure what that's about. So I'm going to let that go. And I just saw the Queen of Pentacles and Aries energy with the Emperor. Interesting. So let's move past that. All right. Give me the highest and best messages for Elizabeth, please. Elizabeth, are you in Maryland also? Because it is crazy hot, and I saw you comment on that. I just saw the 3 of Pentacles. All right. What are the highest and best messages for Elizabeth? Woof. Page of Wands. Empress, Hermit. So Page of Wands, I always think of like, hey, hey, you listening? Or hey, I've got something for you. And this is like literally calling. You see how this person here is calling. Oh, you are in Maryland? Nice, me too. As you know, I'm in Hartford County. So Page of Wands is here, like, hey, and I feel like something's getting your attention. There's a cat in this card as well. Give me one moment. I'm hearing courage is needed. Oh, okay. So take it or leave it. But that grandmother energy I felt earlier, And I'm not trying to do a mediumship reading right now, so we're just gonna reel that in. But I feel like you have some energy here that's very present. Someone's trying to get your attention, like, hey, don't do this. Pay attention. Go this way. Go this way. So if you're having dreams recently, or you're feeling like you're not alone, I don't think you are. I think your guides are really trying to get your attention. And I see Empress energy. So that could be a few things. Birthing something new, right? If you are of baby making age, you maybe could be that person I was speaking about earlier when I said a pregnancy coming in September, because here we've got the Hermit card, which is number 9, could be September, could be a pregnancy. If that's not you, this could literally mean a new beginning in something that has to do with material goods. Right? The Empress can be, she's the feminine to the Emperor. So this is that home environment, that environment of your funds, your money, your environment, comfort, right? And you are the creme de la creme, right? You're running the show. And then when we've got the Hermit card coming through, Virgo energy, Virgos are pretty OCD. They like things done in an orderly fashion, and they really follow their instincts, right? They follow their own true north. And I think that might be the bigger picture here, where you are being called to follow what serves you, and that you are going to be in a position of bringing communities together. And that really is it's coming through quite a bit. So you're going to have to let me know, unless you are in a position where you're looking to expand your family, or you have children that could be expanding, there's something here. But September brings about more. And I'm going to stick with that. September is coming through. It's a very vital month for you. Let's see. I've got the 2 of Pentacles coming through here. It's going to be a balancing game, a balancing act. Be careful about, come on, be careful. They're so aggressive. Be careful about taking on more than you can handle, especially if you're doing it to make somebody else. I feel that there is a warning here to be careful not to be putting yourself in harm's way by trying to be everything to everyone and taking on projects for other people. Like, yeah, I can help you. I can help you. I can help you. And then you're burnt out. That's what I'm feeling very strongly. There's a lot of things that are going to be happening in the near future, and it's going to happen quickly. Again, September is going to be a vital month for you. I've got the Chariot card coming through, success and victory, and things happening from a place of neutrality. Like, you really get your bearings together, and I feel like you're making positive decisions, but only after you understand the assignment. That's what I'm feeling like. So let me explain more. Here I've got the Queen of Swords, right? She can see clearly what the next steps are. You can't get nothing past her. She will cut you off, tear you down. She doesn't give a shit, right? The Queen of Swords is all about truth seeking, and things are going to happen in a very particular way. And she sees it. Right? She sees it. And whatever doesn't serve her has got to go. And the universe is saying you've got to make some hard decisions, because here we've got the 2 of Pentacles. You've got to weigh out your options, because things are going to be happening very quickly. But if you are overextended, and also if you are listening to others, for example, or getting too much outside chatter, it's going to overwhelm you and potentially burn you out. The Chariot card is asking you, the Chariot card's asking you to look further, learn more about. So remember in the main reading, the 8 of Pentacles had come out, and there was an energy of needing to focus and hunker down on something and really understand it before going any further. And we are in all these retrogrades right now. There's an energy of refinement. And if you're feeling like something's very sensational, how should I put this? like it's too good to be true, or there's too much excitement around something, like pull your energy back and try to see it for what it is. There's something here about being easily swept up in a false narrative. There we go. So that there's a warning here about being too easily swept up in a false narrative that can derail you from where you're actually headed. And so just taking a time out will give you the information that you need rather quickly. And again, by September, things are very clear and you're making major choices. So let me look up. I am a hustler. Trying not to overcommit is a struggle. Dreaming of moving, and it's been, oh, hey, Diana. Let's see. You're feeling optimistic. Okay. I'm reading everything backwards. Sky, I appreciate you as well. It was my pleasure. All right, Elizabeth. I've been feeling so optimistic, had a lot of changes in the past year, a new job, and back to school for a degree. Yes, ma'am. Okay. And you're dreaming of moving and you're a hustler. So I got to go back to the baby making thing. All I can say is if that's not what you're trying to do, just precautions. I'm going to move past it. Other than that, hustling is going to work out for you, because this Empress energy, this is like building your own business, building your own empire, right? Moving is in the cards. It is. But it may take a little bit of time. Like maybe, again, don't bite off more than you can chew. You want things to happen with ease, but it will happen, and it's going to happen kind of quickly. So let's look further. No to that. Right. Me neither. One and done. He's perfect. I love him. That's it. Maybe a fresh start. Yeah, let's go with a fresh start. I love that for us. Let's go with a fresh start. I mean, who knows? I'm just getting those vibes, but it could just be birthing something new, a new project. You could be also taking a new direction. But again, be careful about the false narratives. For example, somebody says, oh, hey, I can help you market this, or I can help you do that, or you can automate this and automate that, and it'll make you blah, 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 blah. Just investigate further. That's the best way I can put it. I just saw the Knight of Wands, which is another card of things happening quickly. Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, Page of Swords, coming in under the Queen of Swords. Truth, information. And this is when I said you're going to be needing to do a little bit more investigation for your next project. Here it is. It's a great, excuse me. It's a great month for you to communicate on a platform or publish something. Is that it? Publish? 1 second. I'm looking at some kind of journaling situation, so I'm not sure what you're working on, but write about it, manifest it, make it happen. And if you are literally creating journals, go for it. And again, I'm feeling like I'm picking up an energy of saying, oh, everybody's doing digital, everybody's doing this, everybody's doing that, everybody's doing something. Yeah, that's true. But everybody has a specific audience, right? Like I've told people before, there's a gazillion card readers out there, but nobody reads cards like I do. Nobody reads cards like, Baba Jolie. Nobody reads cards like Universal Timing. Everybody's an individual. And that's the thing. We're meant to reinvent. We're meant to expand on. We're meant to create from. Does that make sense? So even if you see that you want to, as long as you want to do it, there's a part of you inside that there's a reason for it, right? You can make it better for your audience. And that's the thing. Like if I'm going to create a digital product and I'm going to do something that's already been done 1,000 times, I'm creating it specifically for my audience, for you guys, from my heart. And I think that's the key here, right? Whatever you do next, it's the Magician card comes through. You have everything you need. You have all the tools already to make the thing happen. And it's going to be very successful. But there's a lot here on just during this month, and I'm going to say, what is today? 7/10. between 7:10 to 8:10, literally this next 4 weeks. Just investigate tools that can help you make things more streamlined, but you need to pay attention to where you're putting your efforts and your money to build your business. Knight of Wands has come through a few times for you, which is about adventure, moving forward. So let me just find out what I was going to ask about you moving. And before I could even do that, the 10 of Pentacles comes out, which is a card about the home and all the things. And it also has, in the traditional Rider-Waite, you'll see the Kabbalah on that card. All right, 1 second. Oh, all right. Well, Elizabeth, I don't know what your deal is with dating, and I don't know what's going on here. Are you looking for a mate by chance? Are you in a relationship? And it's going to take 20 minutes before I see the answer. So give me 1 second while I read this. It says, Naomi, Stasi, don't know if you do this in your live chats. Have you got maybe a message for me from my ancestors, mom and sister? They died the same day and have asked to be connected through me. Okay, so Naomi, thank you for asking. That's a great question. I do mediumships, but I do not do them live because it takes a real toll on my body. And to do a proper mediumship, I need to prepare for that. And so you can book that through my website. And that's the only way I do them. If something comes through during a live, it just happens to be, and I have to be very careful to temper that. But that is, I mean, that's probably the most intense thing that one human can do is channel other energies. So absolutely not. I do not do that in this form. So I apologize. But you know, and I would be hesitant of anyone who says that they can just do that. I would really be very hesitant about that. So you can feel free to go to my website and book that, or, you know, you can just get a regular reading and I can help you with that way. But that's the best answer I can give you. All right, Elizabeth. All right. Let's see. It says not looking. Okay, you're not looking. Well, I mean, it might happen anyway because I see the strength. I see the strength. I'm not looking either. Well, that's not really true. I just don't find anything where I'm looking. That's the situation. But I see the strength card coming through. And again, we've said that many times, it's like facing some fears that you have. But then I've got the Queen of Wands coming through, and the Queen of Wands is super attractive and like super fiery and energetic and just things. She's like a walking magnet, right? And when you shine very brightly, you are very likely to attract things that you want and don't want. So be mindful. Again, that discernment comes in. And then I do have the Ace of Cups. So there could be a new love coming through. And if it's not necessarily a romantic love, although I kind of feel like this is going to happen for you before September, you've got some stuff coming in August that changes you. And then September becomes a big month for you. I don't know. I just want to check one more. Just give me 1 second. Can you expand on this Ace of Cups, please? I said expand on the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Wands flew out, and it's just like, get back. Hold on. Elizabeth, what are you doing to my cards? 1 second. Universe, what's coming in for Elizabeth? I see the Eight of Cups, so this could be a move. 1 second. Like, definitely looking for more and just taking a leap of faith. I do feel pretty good about this stuff, but it does seem like you might not welcome this with open arms, but in the beginning. 1 second. What was that? Three of Wands. So the difference between the Three of Wands and the Two of Wands, in my opinion, okay, so then the Two of Wands and the Rider-Waite, you've got a person holding two wands, and like one is not in the ground and one is, right? And so they're kind of between two ideas. The Three of Wands, all three wands are like firmly planted, and this person is like looking out, right? waiting for their ships to come in is the same, but that's not how I see it. I see it as this person's looking out and saying, the whole world is ahead of me, and I know that I'm meant to do more. I know, and I'm going to go after it. And that's the thing. You do have that hustler energy, like I'm going to go after it. But that's what makes you so attractive, right? Because you are a hustler and you're going after it, and like nothing's stopping you type vibes. And you're going to be attracting, girl, you're gonna be attracting somebody, because here's the 9 of Pentacles, right? And I'm trying to get the glare out. Oh, there's no way. Here we go. 9 of Pentacles. And in this deck, we have 5 coins on one side and 4 on the other, right? So not everything is 50-50, so to speak. You always want to reserve your pentacles for yourself. And like the rest goes to projects and like hobbies and all those things. Karma comes through. Karma in this deck is judgment in the Rider-Waite deck. So this is you being called to your true north. And I know that you really don't want, this is what it feels like. It feels very strongly like you're so focused, you want no distractions, and you just want to keep going, and then distractions come, but it's meant for you. And so again, I think that's why that 2 of Pentacles came through. So I hope that was helpful. A lot of energy here for new beginnings and possibilities that you had not explored before. And I feel like September does bring a change in your income in a good way. And August is going to be about investigating those things, right? Like learning more about how you can do what you want to do with the most ease. And I still think that you might find yourself in a little love thing. Who knows? So I hope that was helpful. Guys, again, thank you so much for all your likes, your shares, your subscribes. I appreciate your energy more than you know. You guys keep me going. And remember that we are all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, and we really are doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. And until next time, may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. Have a great week ahead, Scorpio. And be on the lookout. I'm going to do my very best to put up the weekly reading before Saturday. So wish me luck and send me some good vibes. I love you guys so much. Have a great week ahead. Shine brightly.